Well, good afternoon. It's Saturday the 29th of October and we've just had dinner in the Dusty Miller back there. It's changed hands. I did have a meal there a couple of years ago and I wasn't too impressed. Gotta say, that was good. Haven't done any filming for, well, a good few weeks now. We've been waiting for Nikki's boat to get back in the water at Aqueduct Marina, and I'm pleased to say she's in the water. We went there, I'm trying to think what day it is. Saturday, I think it was Wednesday, I'm sure it was Wednesday. The Secret went back in the water, even though it was a little bit late. We were told she was going in at 10:30. 25 past 11, she still wasn't in. We were waiting and the tractor was parked up with the trailer behind it. Nothing happened. And then at 1:45 she came down the slipway. It brought back many memories, of course, of Chugs going in nearly 4 years ago now, but it brought back many memories. But it was nice to see Secret getting a bum wet, and she was finally in the water, and she does look good, to be honest. I know Nikki wants to do more work on the inside and everything at the moment, but we've got plenty of time to do that. Yeah. Yeah, well, we're currently moored up in Wrenbury, just short of Bridge 18. In fact, Secret is moored just under the bridge. But I like Wrenbury. We both like Wrenbury. We have been here before, a couple of years ago for me, and I think it was a little over a year ago for Nikki. But it's new waters for the pair of us, sharing new waters. So yeah, it's a bit special. We came up Hurlston Junction a couple of days ago. It was brilliant as well because we met a fantastic Lockie. Yes, Howard. It was great to meet Howard. He's cruised past us a couple of times over the last few weeks, but it was great to actually shake his hand and meet him. And I didn't realise he was actually a volunteer Lockie there at Hurlston. So he and a colleague helped put Nikki and myself through with the two boats through Hurlston Junction. It's always nice when you get to the top and see that view and know that you've got those 4 locks behind you. It's lovely. It feels good. Nikki and myself have been together on the Llangollen once before, but badly locks closed, so we had to turn round and come back, and that was a good while ago. So yeah, we've come a lot further than we did last time. We've done Swanley Bridge Marina, gone past Swanley Bridge Marina. We've done Swanley locks, we've done Badley locks, done the pair of them. Didn't race through them, just take our time. As I say, we're moored up at Wrenbury now, but I'm going to be heading up towards Whitchurch on Monday, maybe Tuesday. I think Nikki's got something on Monday, so it may be Tuesday that we're moving on. So that will probably be the next time I'll do some filming. But I'm on my way to the village stores here in Wrenbury, just to get something in for tea. And Nikki and the kids have gone back to the boat, get the boat all sorted for a nice lazy afternoon. And here we are now at the village stores. Both Nikki and myself have been pretty poorly the last week or so. Been pretty ill, to be honest. We have done tests and we're all clear, as I've previously said, but it's been a long week or so. So we're having a nice little rest here. We are starting to feel a little bit better now, but we're very tired. Certainly takes it out of you, this sickness bug that's going around. Just walking back now through the church grounds of St Margaret's Church here in Wrenbury. I want to come back and do a little bit of filming, but I may do it on the way back. I'm not sure, because as I say, I'm not feeling 100% just yet. But it is beautiful around here. And of course, Wrenbury can tell a few stories. Unfortunately, I feel exhausted. I would say I'm feeling about 65% of what I should do. So at the moment, I'm just looking forward to getting back. A little bit of a walk across a muddy field. The night before last, time was against us, and we moored up just above Swanley Locks. There's a series of 2 locks there. We just moored up. It was just us. That was it. And I felt hot. Nikki was cooking tea, and I felt a bit of a temperature. So I went for a little bit of a walk, and I went round the corner, and there was a boat that I recognised, Professor Pat Pending. And if you watch Heidi's vlogs, it's a boat that just featured in a recent vlog of Heidi's. I'll put the link below. It's Russell and Helen's boat, and I met them later that night. It's a good job that style's there, isn't it? Yeah, not far. And what a lovely couple Russell and Helen are. They actually came and helped Nikki and myself, knowing that we weren't too good. They came and helped us through Badley Locks, and thanks very much, guys. We actually went out as well. I insisted on buying them a pint, so we went to the Cotton Arms here in Wrenbury, and Russell bought me a pint and I bought him a pint. So, oh well. And this morning, you'll see behind me, I've just helped a lady through there actually. I never got a name, but she's got a beautiful little dog. And that was her first ever lift bridge, so I helped her through the lift bridge. So if you're watching, good luck. I helped them through that lift bridge, round the bridge up, and then the electric bridge here in Wrenbury. And remarkably, that electric bridge was working. It's no problem at all, but that's the first time I've done it with the controls on what you would call the correct side, so as you didn't have to go over the other side and climb over that fence when you went through. It was a bit of a pain. So now at least it's easier to do. But they were a lovely couple on a beautiful boat, all electric, didn't hear a thing. Beautiful boat. And of course, Chuggabug is a name of a vehicle out of the Wacky Races. That had nothing to do with the naming of Chuggabug, by the way. But so is Professor Pat Pending. They're both cars out of the Wacky Races. So it was nice to sort of cruise with them and mingle with them, and hopefully we're going to meet them in Whitchurch. They had to go this morning to go and meet, I think it was Russell's son in Whitchurch. So yeah, great company. Hi there, you alright? Hi. So now I'm back on Chugs. We're moored up, as you can see, just short of Bridge 18 here on the Llangollen. We've had a nice cruise up, but to be honest, our health hasn't been good, but we're starting to feel good. Hopefully in a few days when we get going again, we'll be back to A1, and we hope to share the Llangollen with you. I'm going to go in now, get my nice new slippers on that Nikki bought me. Unfortunately, the puppy dog took care of the last pair, and Nikki's as well. So, but I've got a nice new pair of slippers. Thank you, Nikki. I'm going to go in now. The fire is already lit, and we're going to have a cosy afternoon. See you in a bit. A very good morning to you, and it is a nice morning, even though it was raining through the night. You can see Nikki looking after her flowers there. We're just by Bridge 18 still, here on the Llangollen Canal. We had a lovely walk around the church yesterday, St Margaret Church here in Wrenbury is an old 15th century church. Beautiful old church, and I tell you what, Thomas Vaughan had an interesting job there. Sadly, Thomas passed away in 1879 and is buried by the door there, but he had a little pew just inside the church, and it was his job. He was the dog whipper. Yeah, later known as the beagle. But he was the dog whipper, and it was his job. If your dog was being a bit loud during a sermon, he would escort the dog out of the church. And also, it was his job that if you were falling asleep because you were bored senseless, he would wake you up and probably escort you out too. But he's still watching the door now, bless him, just outside the doors there in St Margaret's Church. It was a lovely walk through there. We've already had a busy morning this morning. We've gone up to ABC Boats, which is up here at Wrenbury Mill, and they very kindly let us use their Elson point. They let you use it for a small charge. You can use their Elson point, top up with water, get rid of the rubbish. There's everything there for a small charge. You can also get diesel, but because they're not allowed to dispense diesel anymore in jerry cans, we've got to move the boat up there. We just want to put only about 20 litres in just to top the tank up a little bit. So we're taking Chugs up, and Secret is just under the bridge. So we're going to take Chugs up there, possibly go through the electric lift bridge. We are certainly going through the manual lift bridge, which is just up here. So Nikki's going to do that for us in a second. And yeah, and then I'll talk to you when we get going. See you in a minute. Now I've just cast off, and as ever, the boat is coming towards the bridge. So I'm obviously just waiting here at the moment. And you can also see our chimney smoking. Not one but two boats are coming through. Lovely gentleman on that boat. Just had a nice chat with him, but there's another boat coming. Let that one come through and then we're on our way. Yeah, the chimney's lit. We are desperate to get a load of washing on. We haven't even got a towel for a shower. They're all in the washing machine. So yeah, the fire's on to dry the washing. I could do with a laundrette today. Oh, here comes the second boat. You can see the lift bridge is up. Vicky's already got the lift bridge up, so let's get to the bridge. Thankfully this morning we're both feeling much better. Just a little bit of a cold, bit sniffy. Sorry about the wind noise, folks. It's windy and that's what it is. But we're feeling a lot better. The other day we had to do a live for Tony and Jan to celebrate their 100th vlog. There'll be a link below, and that would have been out by the time you see this. So we both got dolled up a little bit, which made us feel a little bit better, but we were putting a brave face on it. We didn't really feel too good, but it was really enjoyable to spend some time with everyone on there. There was quite a few vloggers on there, and that was nice, but oh, it's very fresh. And here we go for the first of many lift bridges on the Llangollen. It's not so bad when you're crewed, but when you're on your own, they can prove to be very, very hard work. And there's Nikki winding the bridge down again. Now there's several hire boats moored up here, and just when we go through the electric lift bridge, there's several moored the other side as well. It's quite a fleet they've got here at ABC, and just through the trees there, I don't know whether this is picking it out, but there's quite a large, very nicely equipped campsite, and that's behind the Cotton Arms here in Wrenbury. So if you've got a caravan, you can sort of share a bit of canal life in your caravan. Here we are at Wrenbury Mill. I don't think I'm going to get fuel. I won't be able to turn and get my back end in there, so I'm just going to put the front end in and just get water, I think. But they're very friendly here. They're trying to accommodate, but at the moment they're just trying to winterize most of their fleet, so they're very, very busy, bless them. But they've been very helpful here. So we're tied up at the back. I did put the centre line on, but they're nowhere near in alignment, and we're tied up at the front, so the water's going at the moment, and that chap's bringing the fuel over so we can get fuel as well. What a marvellous building this is, and I believe it was still used for canal purposes or as a mill or a storeroom till the mid-60s. It's a lovely area here. They've actually got a dry dock here, and as you can see they have quite a large fleet. They're winterising the boats now, so over winter they'll be blacking them and doing any maintenance that they need to be done. But let's just have a walk over here. Now just here is the electric lift bridge. The controls used to be here with its boxes, but they're over there now. This is the bridge, and there's the Dusty Miller pub. That originally used to be a corn mill. They used to grind the corn over there with a water wheel that used to be alongside the building there that ran down from a local river. They used to grind the corn and store them in Wrenbury Mill here, which is just behind me. We are incidentally booked in to the Dusty Miller for Sunday dinner today. We decided to treat ourselves. But yeah, these guys are so helpful at ABC Boats. I know it looks just like a hire boat company when you cruise past, because that's what I thought, but you can get everything here. There's coal, there's a chandlery, they do fuel, water, there's rubbish disposal, there's everything. Because from here, well, from the top of Hurlston Locks, when you get on the Llangollen, you've got all the way basically to Whitchurch before you can get water again, if you don't use their facilities here. They're very, very good, and more often than not, if you buy fuel here, you get all the others free. So we've had free Elsan, free water, and free rubbish disposal. You can't complain at that. Yes, the warehouse there would have stored the corn, the flour, obviously for distribution around the waterway network, and it also went by horse and cart in later years. One of the main reasons why Nikki and I live on the waterways is the history. I love the history of the waterways, and you look back at many of the buildings and it's because they're listed. They're not changed. They're not changed in any way at all. In fact, that lift bridge that you just saw us cruise through was listed as well. It's a Grade 2 listed monument. And you don't think of that when you just see them. These people have been so helpful here, and I for one will definitely be stopping to use their facilities again. They will do a small charge if you want water and Elson. There will be a small charge for that, but if you buy fuel or something out of the chandlery, I'm sure they throw that in with the price, because this isn't owned by the CRT. This is a private enterprise, so there will be a small charge for it. But if you want water and want to stay clean, it's only a small charge, isn't it? So very, very helpful here at Wrenbury Mill. Please give them a call, and if you need fuel or water or anything, please use their services. They've been very helpful with us, and I'll be definitely calling again. So I'm just reversing back now to the moorings here for the electric lift bridge. This electric lift bridge has been doomed, really. It's always breaking down. But they put new workings on the right side of the boat, the right side of the waterway now, the right side of the bridge for the single boater. So it obviously does make it a lot easier, and it's a lot more efficient. The barriers are automated, everything's automated. So I'm just going to get moored up here, swap coats with Nikki, because I've got Nikki's coat on now. It threw it down, so I've got Nikki's coat on. Give her her coat, she can lift the bridge, and then we'll go with more chugs up. So you can see the bridge to the left of your picture there, just slowly lifting up. I'm just putting chugs into position, and then we can go and moor up. This bridge is quite deceiving. You have to get a really wide swing at it, otherwise you sort of get wedged in the bridge hole, so you have to leave it till the last minute before you turn in. as you can see, there's lots of their hire boats moored up here past the lift bridge. Quite an impressive fleet. So that's us all moored up. Get moored up now through the two bridges, but the trouble is we've got to do it all again now. Nikki and myself are going to walk up and very quickly bring Secret through the two bridges and moor up behind Chugs here, and then we're all ready to go when we're ready to go.